One of my personal bugbears is the Bronte sisters. I can never remember which Bronte wrote which novel. Well, I've come up with a few strategies with the help of some friends, and I'm going to share them with you now. Emily Bronte wrote just one novel, Wuthering Heights. How do you remember that? Well, if you take the capital letter E from Emily, rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise, you get something that looks like a W. Conversely, if you take the capital W and rotate it clockwise 90 degrees, you get something that looks like an E. So that's an easy way of remembering that Emily wrote Wuthering Heights. E and W looking vaguely similar to one another when you rotate them. Anne Bronte wrote two novels, Agnes Grey and The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. I could try and remember those facts and connect them together by a couple of little tricks. Firstly, there's an audible one, Ten Ant. Anne wrote The Ten Ant of Wildfell Hall. But there's also another fact you can throw in, that there was only one book written by Bronte's sister which shares its first letter with that of the first name of the author, Agnes Grey by Anne. It's unique, so you'll always know Agnes was written by Anne and The Ten Ant of Wildfell Hall was written by Anne. Now on to Charlotte. Charlotte wrote Jane Eyre, Shirley, Villette and the Professor. She's a little harder to clue around with trickery. You could do a capital C, which you rotate 180 degrees and looks like some variants of a capital J. So you've got CJ, Charlotte, Jane Eyre, CJ. So you could do that. One of our viewers, Morgan, has shared that he links the CH at the start of Charlotte with the CH in Mr. Rochester. Whatever works for you to remember these things, to hook them in. Fundamentally, if you can remember that Emily wrote Wuthering Heights and Anne wrote Agnes Grey and The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, then every other book is written by Charlotte. And that exclusion principle, sorry Mr. Powley, might be your way to remembering this. Charlotte just doesn't have any other tricks, so it has to be her. So with a combination of a visual mnemonic, some wordplay, or even just eliminating things it can't be, you can remember which of the Brontes wrote which book. And that's something hopefully I will never get wrong again.